Hey there! Today, I'm going to show you something that'll make multiplying fractions so easy, you'll wonder why you ever thought it was hard. Okay, maybe it feels like magic, but it's really just using a simple trick. Here's the thing. Fractions are actually division problems. And guess what? Multiplication and division are like best buddies. They work really well together. But division and addition? That's what we are going to discuss later. First, let's discuss what is a fraction. In fact, it is just division of two numbers. So, fraction 1 by 2 means dividing 1 by 2. Or in other words, it's a simple way of telling to divide 1 into two equal parts. Similarly, 1 by 3 means dividing 1 into three equal parts. Now, since fractions are division, that means if I have the problem 3/4 times 5/7, it's the same as the problem 3 divided by 4 times 5 divided by 7. That means I've got both multiplication and division in the same problem. And because they get along so well, that means I can just rearrange our problem to a fraction like this. 3 multiplied by 5 divide 4 multiplied by 7. Now it looks like two multiplication problems that are being divided. And it looks just like a fraction. In fact, if we go ahead and do the multiplication, 3 multiplied by 5 equal 15, and 4 multiplied by 7 equal 28. See? It's that easy. Here's the key to multiplying fractions. Multiply the top numbers, the numerators. Then multiply the bottom numbers, the denominators. And yes, you've got your answer. Let's try another example. How about 1/8 multiplied 3/4? First, we know it's going to be a fraction, so let's draw our fraction line. Now, let's multiply the tops. 1 multiplied by 3 equal 3. Then the bottoms. 8 multiplied by 4 equal 32. So, 1/8 multiplied 3/4 equal 3 by 32. Easy, right? And super fast, like fast food fast. All right. Let's move on to the next one. How about 9 by 10 multiplied 5 by 6? From our multiplication tables, we know 9 multiplied by 5 equal 45. So 45 goes on top. Then 10 multiplied by 6 equals 60. So that's the bottom number. Therefore, 9 by 10 multiplied 5 by 6 equal 45 by 60. I'm sure some of you might notice we could simplify that, but we'll leave simplifying for another lesson. Today, we're just focusing on multiplication. Okay, what if we've got three fractions to multiply? Like 7 by 9 multiplied, 5 by 2 multiplied 1 by 3. Can we still use our method, even if we have an improper fraction in between? You guessed it right. Absolutely yes. We just multiply all the top numbers and all the bottom numbers together. Let's do this. On top, 7 multiplied by 5 equal 35, and 35 multiplied by 1 equal 35. On the bottom, 9 multiplied by 2 equal 18, and 18 multiplied by 3 equal 54. So, 7 by 9 multiplied 5 by 2 multiplied 1 by 3 equal 35 by 54. That's it. It works with as many fractions as you want. Just multiply the tops and the bottoms, and boom, you've got your answer. Now, let's take it up a notch. What if fractions are like parts of something, like pieces of a pizza? Does it still make sense to multiply them? Of course. Picture this. You've got 1/3 of a pizza. Now, if you take half of that 1/3, you'll end up with 1/6 of the pizza. So, when you multiply 1 by 3 with 1 by 2, you get 1 by 6. It's like taking a part of a part. Pretty neat, right? Here's another pro tip. In word problems, when you see the word off, it usually means times. For example, if someone asks, "What's 2/5 off 3/7?" Don't stress. It's just asking for 2/5 multiplied 3/7. So, whether you think of fractions as division problems or part of something, the method for multiplying them is always the same. In fact, sometimes Especially in word or story problems, you'll see multiplying fractions written using the word of instead of times. So if you are asked, what's 3/4 of 2/3? And now you'll know they just mean, what's 3/4 times 2/3? Let's have a quick recap of what we have learned. Multiplying fractions is even easier than adding them. To multiply fractions, multiply the top numbers, then multiply the bottom numbers. If you think of fractions as parts of something, it's just like taking a part of a part when you multiply. And remember, in word problems, of means times. So, grab your worksheets and let's multiply some fractions. I'll see you next time.